Well, why don't we talk about corn for a second? I talked about beans last. Let's move it around, switch it up. There's an interesting kind of a narrative taking place over there. I think it's acted pretty strong. I've talked to the guys, and we just don't have what we thought we had. I think the USDA is coming out with that as well. It looked okay from the road, didn't it? But when we put the drones in the sky, and then we finally got the combines in the field, it just wasn't there. So let's look. If you think it's going to still carry on higher, and I'm sure all producers would like to see that. Let's look at what the traders or the technicians will be looking at. They're going to look, first of all, $4 held so far this week. The bulls, or at least those that wanted to go higher, are going to be looking at, say, 411, 417, 423 and a half. I would call those levels that you start to see things get a little bit busier. Volume will pick up. Because I think there'll be some cash corn for sale there. I think that the farmers will move some more stuff, or at least going to be looking at those levels to kind of move things in the country, or kind of start to at least pick the phone up. And I think that that's going to see some pick up in volume. And what might be targets initially could also be sluggish and maybe resistance from going any higher in the short term. So keep an eye on those things. 411, 416 and a half, 417-ish, 423, 23 and a half. I think that's going to be, at first it could be targets for the bulls that still think we're going up there, but I think it could be then ultimately resistance, because I think we'll see some more cash corn move those levels. So kind of keep that in mind. Kind of a weird play there. But I think that that's what the rest of the trade's looking at, so I'm just going to have to put it out there. Also, another narrative that's making around is, hey, food inflation, right? Our exports this year for corn are up 76% compared to this time last year. The favorite narrative is going to be food inflation, more demand. We're opening up more of our stuff here, as well as we've got our big customer back. I would say domestically in China, they're also experiencing higher prices for, say, pork and corn. So there's kind of a bullish underpinning to this story of food inflation doing the rounds around the globe. So that could be the news that you have to feed the bull every day with, right? We hear about you got to feed the bull every day. Well, we're feeding the bull every day with little stories like this that kind of trickle out, talking about there's going to be more and more folks buying on the dip because they are worried about this bullish, say, price inflation for commodities across the globe. So that's another interesting play there, especially now that the dollar's weaker. Keep that in mind. But I gave you some levels I think that the technicians are going to target. It could be targets at first, and then they could be ultimately resistance after that. Let's wait and see. But the way things are moving now, we'll probably find out pretty quickly.